Hi everyone, and welcome back to another video of Glameres Gems. Thank you so much for tuning in. I know it's been a while since I filmed, but in this video I'm going to be giving details around my 3-month-old baby, her development, where she is currently to date. And as you can tell, she's very busy right there. And yeah, I'm just going to be sharing all of her milestones that she's hit so far. So if you like videos like this, make sure to give this video a big thumbs up and definitely leave comments down below letting me know how things are going with you and your baby. And also make sure to subscribe to my channel. That way you can be up to date with all the new videos that I post. And also make sure to click the post notification. That way you'll be the first one notified whenever I post a new video. But without further ado, let's go ahead and jump into the video. General probably like a few weeks ago, and I bought this notepad with this pen, and it just says mermaid vibes on it, and I really love it. I love anything pink. That's my favorite color. And also, please excuse my nails. I am long overdue for a nail appointment, but that's gonna get squared away soon enough. But anyhow, this is Savannah. Of course, as mentioned before, I had her April 2nd, and she was weighing in at 6 pounds, 12 ounces at the time. And today is July 7th, so she's officially 3 months and 5 days, and she is doing so much. So I want to start with her weight. So currently, Savannah weighs around 15 pounds right now. She is currently primarily breastfed. Well, I'll put it like this. I do supplement, but 95% of her feedings is through my breast milk. So I do pump, and then I leave milk for her whenever I'm going to work. But I don't have a freezer supply. I just don't make enough milk. And it could partially be because I'm not consistent with pumping every 3 hours or nursing her every 3 hours because I went back to work. But anyhow, she does get formula in between that time. So when I went to her 2-month doctor's appointment, the doctor did say that she's a little bit on the chunkier side, but she wasn't unhealthy. So I'm pretty sure most 3-month-olds are supposed to weigh between maybe 12 and 16 pounds, but I'm not exactly sure. It's been 10 years since I've had a baby, and he was much larger than her, so I have no idea. But that's so much what's going on. That's what's going on with her weight so far. But she's very healthy, and I can tell just by the breast milk the health benefits that she's been able to take advantage of. So I'm going to jump more into that. I also want to share with you all the bottle that I use for her feedings, because I do transfer my breast milk into these. These are the Tiny Tippy bottles, and they go up to 9 ounces here. But as you can tell, the nipple is shaped in the form of a breast. So actually giving her this bottle is very soothing to her, because she just loves to, she loves to bond with me when I feed her. Of course, that's her best feeding. But she loves to, be fed by her dad as well. And he's able to bond with her also. And I know a lot of moms that breastfeed have a really hard time transitioning the baby to a bottle. So you may want to look into the Tiny Tippy. I'm not sponsored by them at all, but I just am using these, and I really love them. And it reduces colic as well, because there's no bubbles that I'm getting when I put the milk into them. And again, it's a 9-ounce bottle, so you could get about two bottles for your baby if your baby's around 3 months when you're out on the go. It's just really great, and she latches onto it perfectly because it's shaped in the form of a breast. So I did buy this at Target. 3 came in a pack, and they have the pink kind and the blue, and they retail for around $16.99. So I just wanted to share that with you all as well. So as far as eating goes, Savannah eats every 2 to 3 hours. She was eating every 3 to 4 hours when I first had her, and she was sleeping a lot during those times, but she's very active now. So She eats about 4 ounces every 2 to 3 hours. However, she does take naps, and I never wake her throughout a nap. Now her doctor, and I'm not a medical professional, I always say that, but her doctor said that, you know, if she's sleeping past, like through her feeding time, that I need to wake her up and feed her, because sometimes babies can sleep longer when they're hungry. But I'm just gonna keep it real with y'all, I'm not doing that, because you know, when you have a newborn, if you wake them up out of their sleep, they're gonna be fussy, irritable, and all of that. So, you know, I listen to the doctor's advice, but I'm also her mom, and I essentially know what's best for her, so I let her sleep through some naps. But I'm not gonna let her sleep 8 hours without waking her up to eat or anything like that, but she's not even sleeping that long. Anyhow, the formula that I supplement with, because originally in my, I want to say what video that was, I think it was my postpartum video, I was giving her the Similac sensitive bottles, but now I've actually changed her to Enfamil Gentlies. So she's on the Enfamil Gentlies right now, and I do about 4 ounces, which is 2 scoops of that. For her, and my doctor also recommended, well, her doctor also recommended that I start letting her drink some water, but I tried it, she didn't really like it too much, so I'm not exactly sure about that. But again, she's primarily breastfed, so I have to still be cognizant of the foods that I intake, because certain foods will give her gas, and I had an incident with her where she was very, very much so in so much pain and distress, and it was freaking me out, because I was like, oh my gosh, like I don't know what to do. And I just realized that the gripe water just worked a little bit faster for me than the Milestone drops. I think Milestone drops are great for when the baby's 0 to 3 months. But as they start, you know, transitioning to solid foods and things like that, or if you're primarily breastfeeding, I personally feel that the gripe water is just a little bit faster with giving your baby relief. So I use the gripe water for her, and I probably do it like every other day or so, just depending. And I just follow the box directions, but of course talk to your pediatrician first, and just see what they recommend for you and your baby. Okay, the next thing that I want to talk about is Cradle Cap. So this whole Cradle Cap thing, I've heard about it, but I never experienced it before because my son never had it. Do you want your son? What are you saying, Mama? What are you saying, Mama? But I never experienced Cradle Cap with my son. So one day I was shampooing her hair, probably around maybe a month ago or so, and I noticed that around her, like the parameter of her hair here, it just looked like the skin was very raw, and it just freaked me out. So I sent a picture to my friend, and she said, oh yeah, that's Cradle Cap, and you need to treat it with like putting some oil on her scalp to keep the area moist. But I found that when I did it, it actually irritated her a little bit more because she was pulling at it a lot. So what I do right now to treat it is, and I just talked with my daughter about it, I just go ahead and when I shampoo her hair now, I take her baby brush or her comb, and I just lightly, not scrape it, but I lightly just comb it or brush it just to release the scales. Because with Cradle Cap, you have to be very careful, or you can give your baby patches in their hair. And my baby is not going to be walking around looking like Patch Adams. I'm just sorry. I hate to break it to y'all. The next thing I want to talk about is Savanna's development. And I'll just jump right into drooling. So she is drooling, and she's been drooling for probably about a month now. And it started to freak me out because I wasn't expecting her to start drooling until she was around probably like now, like 3 to 4 months. But she's been drooling for a while, and I was like, what's going on? She can't be cutting teeth yet. And the old saying, you know, oh, she's moving out of the way for someone else. No, she's not, because there will be no more hatching of the eggs over here. But anyhow, yeah, so she's drooling and pooing. She's doing a lot of cooing. She's been cooing for about probably around a month or so, and she's starting to laugh, like actually making the laughing sounds now. So it's just really amazing to see, because she loves to interact with me and her dad and her big brother, and she's always talking. I promise you, she's already said mama and dada. But yeah, she has also made the connection with her hands to mouth. So she's known how to put like her right thumb in her mouth to suck on that, but she's actually chewing on her hands now, which is something that she just recently started doing. And I think that, you know, eventually, you know, she'll be trying to put her feet in her mouth as well too. So she's really advancing with her fine motor skills, well, not fine motor skills, but her cognitive skills. And I think that she's starting to chew on her hands because her gums may be a little bit agitated with the teething that's probably starting. But I don't think she's going to cut teeth yet. I just think that her gums are starting to prepare for the teeth to eventually come in. So yeah, she's chewing all day on her little hands, and it's just so cute to see. What I want to talk about is sitting up. When she was about 3 weeks old, we were actually like just trying to see what all she was doing, because I would lay her down, me and her dad would lay her down, and she would try to pull herself up, and I'm like, this baby's too little to do this. So in conjunction to actually trying to sit up, she's trying to also roll over. I wanted to talk with you all about Savanna Sleeping, so I know y'all are gonna come for me in the comments, and y'all can do that. But anyhow, you know, I have a 10-year-old, so I'm kind of a veteran in the game. I mean, I don't have a bunch of kids, but I've been down this road before. So Savanna sleeps really good at night, and mainly is because she's sleeping in the bed with mama. And it's really just convenient for me and her, because I'm not having to get up in the middle of the night to make her a bottle, because I'm breastfeeding her. So I can literally just pop her my breast, feed her, burp her, and then we can both go back to sleep. And it's just so easy for me with that. But me personally, I would never get sleep if I put her in, you know, her bassinet or her little sleeper that we bought her, because I'm constantly going to be worried like she's breathing. So at least when she's next to me, you know, I just feel so comfortable. And they also have something called a DockATot that you can put the baby in, and you can put it in the bed with you. And they have the Halo bassinet where it kind of comes right over the bed, and the baby can sleep in that. So there's a lot of ways that you can do it where your baby is near to you and you feel comfortable. But my baby sleeps with me. I know it's probably wrong. I know there's SIDS out there and all of that, but I did it with my son, and he was perfectly fine. And I'm not recommending this to anyone. This is just what I'm doing, and you know, I'm my own person. So but that's, you know, what we do now. When she turns around 6 months, I am going to transition her into her crib. But majority of the time, she's in the bed with me. But even when I put her in her sleeper at night, she does sleep pretty good in that as well. And she'll get up probably like once or twice for a feeding, which is every 3 to 4 hours. But most times I just let her sleep with me because it's just so much convenient for me. But yeah, thank you so much again if you watched to the end of this video. That's so much what I have for my 3-month baby update. I do appreciate you all so much for tuning in, and make sure you leave those comments down below letting me know how your journey is going with your newborn or with your baby, and that way we can just kind of have an open dialogue around that. And I do appreciate all of y'all's support, and thank you once again for tuning into another video, and I'll see you soon. Bye!